Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, I wanted to talk to you guys about just the mindset of someone that is has gone through psyops, being targeted, and these operations, these tests is what I like to call them. It's very challenging on the mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's extremely hard to trust. I'm just being so vulnerable right now. It's extremely hard to trust anybody, right? Because especially family. You know what I'm saying? Because when I told family when I was going through these things in the beginning, nobody really took the time to try to, what I'm saying, understand because no, they ain't never been through it, or they could have based off of how things transpired, or they could have been a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And I have more faith in trusting a stranger than family because of the things that did not happen within these past 2 years with my family and people and even friends too. Even old friends, everybody in my old timeline, everybody in my old life, just based off of the way things was happening and the lack of reaching out based off of my perception and facts, like the things that did and did not happen. I just feel more comfortable. You know, really, first of all, I feel more comfortable talking to God. Let's go ahead and talk about that first of all, because I don't talk to nobody. But I would feel more comfortable talking to strangers, randoms I see on the street, and just have a genuine conversation about something that I ain't never talked before, or I ain't never talked to anybody before. You know what I'm saying? But instead of having like the same old conversations and just these genuine interactions from my perception. And like I say, it's extremely hard for the reintegration of oneself after awakening, and then then you got the initiation process of trying to find yourself, relearn the things that you were taught, understand what's best for you, understand what resonates with you, the things that you agree and don't agree with, and a plethora of other stuff other than that, though. You know what I'm saying? And I saw this quote this woman had just posted on here talking about in what areas of your life are you being closed off to where you think you're being open. And I was like, man, there's a lot of places that I know I'm being closed off to because it's very tough to open up to it. But I'm still trying to allow myself to be open in love, and I'll be open, and then somebody show me, oh, okay, this is what happened last time when I went through this scenario with this individual that hurt me. Okay, I gave you a chance. Now I'm just gonna keep on moving. That's the way I move now. You know what I'm saying? I just had to start changing my my walk. You know what I'm saying? My walk in faith and giving people still always I've always been the person giving the people the benefit of the doubt. But it's like, hey, you give me one strike, that's it. That's your three strikes. We starting the relationship off with a 3-2 count. But I'm loving you like it's 0-0. You know what I'm saying? But the relationship starting off with a 3-2 count, and then you just give me that one strike, you out. It's over with. I'm moving on to the next one because we got so many people here in this world that I can be able to have more interactions with. It's like minded that, like I say, they will have a very genuine soul like myself and resonate with me and my beliefs, my ideologies. But like I say, it's extremely tough to get to this point, and I'm still learning. There's still stuff that I don't even know about that I'm closed off to, that I have no idea of where I'm being, like I said, where I'm being closed minded to, where I think I'm being open, right? Say it that way, because I'm my judge. But once I reintegrate and start having conversations with people in the world, I'm like, dang, you know what? I could change that right there, and it's okay to change too, because there's been plenty of times where I have had a stern belief, and I'm like, dang, somebody just said something about this. I'm like, you know what? I'm a marinate on that. What you said actually changed what I thought, because sometimes what we think might be true, and it might be like we think it's the end all be all, but once we come to new information, we realize, you know what, I was wrong. And I've realized a lot of people here that do not want to change. I was one of them. In some areas, I still am, a person like that. I'm more open to change, but a lot of times we're so we're so heavy on our beliefs where if somebody tells us something, nope, I've been doing this since 1995. I'm not changing, but it's the wrong thing. We have to be open minded because the world is always evolving, the world is always changing, and new information is always coming to the forefront of our awareness. And it really touched me though, because like I say, I don't talk to nobody, but it's very very tough to trust people from my past life. You know what I'm saying? Like I trust God, I talk to him every day, but I just have more comfort in talking to just strangers, you know, and to new individuals I ain't never met before because it's already a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Everybody now I be seeing some people in my past like trying to re-emerge themselves back into my life. I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Keep it 100 with you. I don't know about that. I know y'all seen some stuff back when I was going through this stuff. Y'all probably knew about some certain things that I didn't know about. I'm like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I would have told me. I'm like, something ain't right over there, man. You need to question that. But I'm just over here navigating that. You know, and that's the way the world is, though. You know what I'm saying? The world's like that. It's some. I wish it weren't, but that's the way it is. Where it's seemed to be you versus the world, but really it's you versus you. And I just wish a lot of people would, well, actually, I'm not gonna wish because I know a lot of people help others out when they see people in need of help from situations that they have no control over, but they still, control their reactions in a positive manner, to the best of their abilities. There's been some times where I just want to, what I'm saying, I want to punch a wall. Ain't gonna lie to you. That's what it is. I'm like, man, I gotta do that. But I found and still finding better ways to um relieve some of that energy out. You know what I'm saying? Better ways to cope. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always another option. It's just sometimes we get so caught up in our emotions. We're like, I gotta do this right here, right now. Let's just take a step back, understand the emotion, feel the emotion, and then okay, now how can I be able to get this emotion out? You know, sit with this emotion and not overreact to something that's really sometimes don't even need a reaction. You know, but it's like I said, I just wanted to talk about how difficult it is to be open in this world that has a lot of lies and it has a lot of truths in it. It's just we have to go search and find the truths, right? It's up to us to go out and find the truth, right? And still have an open heart, still be loving, caring to others, and regardless of whomever might have hurt you in the past, because the past happened, it doesn't exist anymore. Once it happened, it happened. We can just move on. It's a choice. We just move on and go on to the next soul that we could potentially be the light in, be the light in someone's day. And sometimes we get caught up in, I want to be in this forever when it's only just a moment. It was only meant for a moment. But yeah, I just want to talk about that, man. I was just being vulnerable right now and just talking about how difficult it is to trust people from my past. That's me. And I know a lot of people can resonate with this. People that's going through, psyops, target individuals, organized crime, all that stuff. And but I do know it's for greater good. It's for my greater good. And assuming for the people that's gonna be in my future environment, the world. So it's all nothing but love, nothing but big ups and love from here, though, man. But I hope you have a great day. I'm sure people can resonate with this. If you have any questions or anything you want to point out, put in the comment section, man. Yeah, peace.